Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday makeup routine. It was requested in my Lorac giveaway video and a few requests on Instagram that you guys wanted to see how I do my makeup on a daily basis. And I try to keep it pretty simple. I am in and out of the house a lot, just dropping off and picking my son up from school, and then I'm taking care of our 4-month-old throughout the rest of the day and just running, you know, your weekly errands or whatever. So your definition and my definition of simple are probably totally different, which is fine, but this to me is minimum makeup that I use on a daily basis. I don't do, you know, cake face every day. That's more like date night and the weekends and things like that. But most of the week I'm actually wearing no makeup, believe it or not. So this is, you know, it's what I have time for and just what I like to wear. So the only thing I did film, that I didn't film before sitting here was my eyebrows and the black eyeliner, just because I have to get so close to my mirror you wouldn't even see it anyways. I'll show you what I use. For my eyeliner, I use the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in Blackest Black, and it's just the gel liner pots. And with that I used an e.l.f. angled eyeliner brush to apply. And for my eyebrows, I use the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. And I use the shade Espresso. And with this also, I use a Sonia Kashuk angled brush to apply that product. And if you guys ever want like a routine of how I fill in my eyebrows or things like that, then just leave it below and I'll try to figure out how to film it so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so let me just get my hair out of my face. You can see better. Okay, first thing I do always is prime my face, and this is my favorite drugstore primer. It's the Maybelline Baby Skin pore eraser. Pore eraser. I do have large pores, so I do like to use silicone primers to help fill them in, and I just apply it where my pores are visible, which is cheek area. I apply some to my nose, the middle of my forehead, and I'm sorry if I sound stuffy. I've been sick this past week. That's why I haven't had any new videos up. And I also apply to my chin, and then whatever's left on my fingers, I just rub in to the rest of my face. Like that. Oh, I also usually don't wear eyeshadow, so you're not going to see me applying eyeshadow. If anything, I will just add like a nudie or brown color to like my crease area, just to give my eyes more definition. But other than that, I just use the black eyeliner on my lid, maybe some in my waterline, and also black mascara. Okay, and then I go in with my foundation. Sometimes I'll use concealer to cover up imperfections. Like I do get blemishes. I do have dark spots in like these areas of my face, by my chin and around the sides of my face, but they're not too bad today, so I'm not gonna put on concealer. But my foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, and this is in the shade Caramel Beige. I actually think I need a different color. I'm horrible at trying to match drugstore foundations without trying them. So, and this I'll just apply with my finger. And I don't like to apply a lot just because I feel like it'll look really cakey. So I just apply small amounts at a time, and if I feel like I need more coverage in certain areas, I'll just go back in. And then to blend this in, I use the Real Techniques buffing brush, which just looks like this. It's like a dome-shaped brush, and it's really dense, so it really puts in a lot of product. And first I like to stipple it into my skin just by pouncing the brush. And then I use circular motions to blend it out. And usually every day I don't need like full coverage. I'm just looking for something to like help with a little bit of like color correcting and cover up redness and some of the dark spots. but I don't really look to, you know, go full coverage. And I just wipe some on my eyelids also to cancel out any discoloration. And obviously you want to bring it down your neck and chest. But see, this foundation is really good because it can give you that really full coverage. But if you don't and you just want to use it to just cover up a little bit, you could still see your skin. Like you could still see some of my dark spots and like beauty marks and things like that. But I just feel like adding a little more to the sides of my cheeks where I have some of the dark spots. I have a blemish over there. And then I just work it in the same exact way until it's blended out. Okay. Now, what I do, I don't contour my face every day. I do just like to put it in the areas that you would contour, just so it makes your face look a little slimmer and just add some warmth back to the skin. So for that, I use the NYX Wonder Stick. And it looks like this. It's double-ended, which is great. You have one side is for contour, and then you have a highlight on the other side, or a concealer, however you want to use it. And this is, I believe, in the darkest shade it comes in. Yeah, it's in the shade Deep. So how I use this is sometimes, depending on if I get sleep or not the night before, I do add some under my eyes. And I mean, you don't have to be really neat with this. I'm not contouring. I'm just trying to lighten up this area of my face. And I will take a stippling brush, and this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics also. And I just work that in a circle, still in a triangular motion, just because if you just do it like this, you're going to be able to tell, and it makes it look worse. So if you go into a triangular shape though, it brightens up that whole area and everything looks even. And sometimes I have to just use my fingers because the brush always sticks me in the eye and it really bothers me. And just dab that out with my fingers. And then whatever's left on the brush, I just, you know, add to the forehead, the chin, and the nose a little bit. Okay, and now for adding some bronze to my face, I take the darker end, the contour end, and I just do like a small line by my ears and then the temple area. This also I like to build. I don't like to smear this all over my face and then have a big dark mess, because it'll tend to look muddy when you try to blend it out. So I'll start out with a little bit, and then if I feel like I want more, I will add more and just keep blending and adding and blending and adding. And when I do this, I blend upward. If you blend down, it'll look like you have like a 5 o'clock shadow, and I don't think any of us girls would like that too much. Oh, and to blend this out, this is the Real Techniques contour brush. It's really good because it fits in those areas perfectly. So I just blend in a circular upward motion. And I don't know why, but I feel like a lot of the time when I'm like blending out contour or anything like that, I don't know if I press too hard with the brush or what, but I feel like it like takes off all my foundation, and then you could see all the imperfections all over again. And you just want to keep blending it out until you don't have like a harsh line. Like that. And for every day, I really don't do this, you know, to make it look too harsh. I just like a little bit. And this usually goes a lot faster. It just feels like it's taking forever because I'm explaining all the steps to you guys, and I want you to be able to see what I'm actually doing. So otherwise, this is like a 5-10 minute process. And then to set everything that I have cream highlighted and bronzed up with, I use this e.l.f. Mineral Bronzer, pressed bronzer, to set where I put the cream contour. And this is a contour brush from BH Cosmetics. And they're great for like really affordable makeup brushes. And they have different sets and things. I absolutely love BH. So just put it right on top of where you applied the cream and blended it out, and then do the same with the powder. And it will help set the cream and make it last a lot longer. I won't say all day, but it will last a lot longer than it would if it was just the cream. The cream might tend to move around if you're sweating or anything like that. It tends to come off. Okay, and then I always just take little excess and do it on my jawline and bring it down my neck a little bit, under the chin. And to set my under eyes, this is, I actually got it in an Ipsy bag. It's from Bella, no, not Bella Pierre. It's from Be a Bombshell Cosmetics, and it's this Smooth Criminal Powder. And it is so like finely milled. This is what it looks like. It's just one of those powders that are so like fine, it feels like silk on your face. So to apply this, I just dip my brush, and for this I use the Real Techniques setting brush, and if it's perfectly under the eye, and I just apply that to wherever I highlighted. I'm like choking on extra powder, sorry. Just like that. I applied some here. You don't have to re-dip it. Just use the excess on the smaller areas of your face, and that's good. I like to pack on a lot though, like under my eyes, so that way there's no creasing or anything like that. Okay, so that's all set. And now for a drugstore highlight that I absolutely love is the NYX Illuminators. And I have two. One is like more of a white color. I don't know the name of that one, but this one is IBB05. That's the color this one is, and it's like a pink, like a pinky peach highlight. And for this, I forgot to take out my highlighter brush. I don't have the one from Anastasia, but I really am like tempted to try it. But this one is just from BH Cosmetics. It's not specifically a highlighter brush, but it's perfect to apply highlight to your cheekbones. So that's what I'm going to use, and I just take some of the product, tap off, and then apply right to the cheekbone. And it gives a really pretty glow. And with this is the same thing. I like to apply a small amount first and then build up to my desired glow, I guess you could say. And I add to the tip of my nose, a little above the eyebrows, and Cupid's bow. I don't know if it's picking it up, but I add some more so you can see. Okay, so that's good for the highlight, and I almost forgot blush, but my favorite affordable blush right now, I don't know if this is considered a drugstore, but it's City Color Cosmetics. And I actually have a coupon for you guys to get 10% off of their website. I'll leave it in the description bar. But they have so many things, and they're like amazing. I actually found them, I don't know if you guys have like a store called Five Below by you, but I find City Color Cosmetics there all the time for like $3 to $5. And it's just great stuff. A lot of them are dupes for really, really high-end things that are like beyond expensive. So this is a great alternative if you're just starting out or you don't want to spend too much money on makeup. This brand, along with BH Cosmetics, I recommend both of those. Like you should have something from them, or at least just give it a try. You won't be sorry. So this is their Mosaic, Coral Glow blush, and this is what it looks like. Sorry. And I apply this. This is not, I don't know. This is, I got in an Ipsy bag also. This is the Luxie Lux 504 large angled brush. And I just dab it lightly in this blush because this blush is actually really pigmented. And another thing with blush, you start out with a little because as soon as you put on way too much, it's really hard to fix it and take it off. So I apply it right above where I bronzed. And sometimes I smile just so I could see where like the apples of my cheeks are better. And I just brush that on. I just like blush just to add like a little bit of color, like make me look alive. I use a lot of like nude lipsticks and things that tend to make me look washed out. So that's what I do with that. Oh, and also for the eyes, I know I filmed that off camera, but I always highlight the inner corner of my eye. I have really large eyes, so I do like to make them look more defined and awake, not looking like, you know, droopy and tired. And I also have really hooded eyelids, which I can't stand, but I mean, what am I gonna do? You can't change that. So I work with what I have, and I feel like highlighting the inner corner of my eyes helps out a lot and makes them look a lot more flattering. And this brush is also from BH Cosmetics, and it just fits perfectly like right in the corner of your eye. I don't use too much of that. And the mascara I use is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. That's my favorite one at the moment. And lastly is my lip combo from the drugstore. This lip liner is Jordana Easy Liner for Lips in Coco Loco. It's just like a really like dark brown shade. So I'll quickly line my lips. And for every day, I don't overline my lips or anything like that. It's just, it's not that serious. And for the bottom, I like to take it up a little into the corners. Just a little. And then I blend it out with my finger all over the lip. Like drag it down and then up from the bottom. And then one of my favorite drugstore nudes that I'm almost out of is by NYX. And this is their, the round lipsticks, and it's the color Cersei. Cersei. And that's what it looks like. It's like the perfect nude, but if you like use way too much or you don't have makeup that stands out too much, this really would make you look washed out. So I just apply that. Blend that out with my fingers, and usually I'll leave it like this, but I mean, you can always throw a gloss on top of it. A gloss I love, but it's not drugstore. I love the Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in Shimmer of Hope. That's a really pretty one. Or I'll just like throw on this clear, a clear lip gloss from NYX. And that's really it. That is what I do almost every day. It takes a lot shorter time. And I wish I had more time sometimes to wing out my liner or like, you know, contour, do a deeper contour, things like that. But what are you gonna do? So that was it for this look. I'll do also like a blog post. I'll take photos of all the products just in case they weren't clear on camera. And until my next video, I'll see you guys later.